straight to Mombasa for that function where the president is currently addressing.
Of transnational organized crime continues to grow in scale and complexity. Crimes such as money laundering, terrorism, and terrorism financing, including human trafficking, pose serious and escalating risks to our countries, our regions, and to the global community. The perpetrators of these crimes operate under borders, across borders, moving people, goods, and illicit money through shadowy networks, whether by smuggling narcotics between nations or trafficking vulnerable individuals across continents and laundering dirty money through intricate offshore systems. We therefore need greater vigilance, more robust partnerships, and integrated international responses to identify, investigate, and prosecute those behind these crimes. It is through such collaboration between national, regional, and international agencies that we can effectively disrupt and neutralize these threats and blunt their negative impacts. To underscore the gravity of this challenge, allow me to briefly reflect on Kenya's experience in this space. Terrorism, one of the most dangerous forms of transnational organized crime, continues to pose a persistent and evolving threat to our nation and region. Kenya has endured several devastating attacks, including the 1998 United States Embassy bombing in Nairobi, the 2013 Westgate Mall siege, as well as the 2015 Garissa University and the 2019 Dusit 2 complex attacks. However, through heightened vigilance, enhanced intelligence, and strengthened international cooperation, Kenya has made notable progress in bringing perpetrators to justice. Just last month, 2 individuals were found guilty of aiding the Dusit 2 attackers, and sentencing is scheduled for June 19th this year. In the Garissa University case, the courts in 2019 found 3 individuals culpable and were sentenced to life imprisonment and 41 years each. Currently, 24 terrorism-related cases remain active before our courts, the majority involving membership in international terrorist organizations. These efforts have not only led, but have also significantly suppressed such attacks and contribute to enhanced national security. In addition, a total of 720 cases involving trafficking in children and other persons, unlawful acquisition of travel documents, fraud and misrepresentation, facilitating illegal entry into or exit from countries, interfering with travel documents and personal effects, and trafficking in persons for purposes of organized crime were reported between 2021 and 2024. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions has also registered 30 money laundering cases in the last 3 years. An in-depth analysis of these cases show that the perpetrators and criminal networks operate across multiple jurisdictions and have a presence on social media platforms. In addition, financing, facilitation, and commission are transboundary in nature. For instance, during the Dusit terrorism attack, financing was traced to banks in South Africa, various banks within Kenya, and Somalia. Furthermore, criminal networks have evolved their modus operandi. In human trafficking cases, often terrorists pose as victims to facilitate the movement across borders. They also operate through sophisticated, encrypted social media platforms and increasingly use cryptocurrency to finance their activities. These cases underscore the scale and complexity of the threat we face and the urgency of sustained and coordinated action. Therefore, the theme of this conference, Building Partnerships, a united front against transnational organized crimes, could not be more timely. It reflects the critical need for prosecutorial agencies to develop regional and international mechanisms to collaboratively address emerging threats. No single agency or country can confront these complex crimes in isolation. Through the exchange of knowledge and best practice, we are better able to understand the legal nuances across jurisdictions and craft innovative approaches for effective investigations and prosecutions. Mutual legal assistance and extradition remain vital pillars of this effort. They provide formal pathways for cross-border information sharing. Joint investigations allow for real-time collaboration and pooled expertise, enabling us to dismantle criminal networks more effectively. I am aware that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions in Kenya has signed MOUs with various prosecutorial agencies, including Azerbaijan, Morocco, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. These partnerships are instrumental in enhancing collaboration on matters relating to terrorism and terrorism financing, transnational organized crime, and in building the capacity of prosecutors to respond more effectively to these complex threats. We must also work towards the harmonization of legal frameworks, align national laws across jurisdictions is essential to building a truly global front against transnational organized crime. Equally important is the vigorous pursuit of asset tracing, confiscation, and forfeiture. Denying criminal enterprises the proceeds of their illicit activities is key to undermining their operations. I challenge the heads of prosecution agencies here to give priority to this particular endeavor. On our part, Kenya is committed to enhancing the resources and capacity of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions to lead these efforts both regionally and internationally. Importantly, the revamping of our anti-money laundering and asset forfeiture framework is a testament to our commitment. It reflects our pursuit of greater specialization, stronger institutions, and high-quality investigations. The government of Kenya remains committed to upholding the rule of law and advancing a human rights-centered approach to prosecution and pursuit of justice. Ladies and gentlemen, this conference has offered a valuable platform to share experiences, learn from one another, and explore innovative solutions to the emerging threats facing our countries. I look forward to the recommendations from this gathering and assure you of the Government of Kenya's full support in funding and empowering the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Well, that is President William Ruto addressing members of or delegates attending the 23rd Commonwealth, the heads of prosecuting agencies who are meeting there to have a look at the state of prosecuting. And of course, once we get a stable link, we should be going back there. But we are back in studio.